This is the bronchial tree, and I'm going to go over the landmarks. So this is the trachea, and these are the cartilaginous rings. And then on the right side, we're going to have the primary bronchi, and also on the left side, this is the primary bronchi. This is your superior lobar of the right lung, and this is the middle lobar of your right lung, and then down here would be your inferior lobar of your right lung. And then we have over here, we have the superior lobar of the left lung and the inferior lobar of the left lung. And then these little projections are the tertiary bronchioles. And then this little junction is the carina. This is the heart, and I'm going to be going over the landmarks. So we have our right auricle and our left auricle. This is the visceral pericardium. We have our great cardiac vein, which drains into the coronary sinus. And then we have our middle cardiac vein, and then our small cardiac vein right there. Then for arteries, we're gonna have our anterior descending artery. The left coronary artery you can't really see, but the branch of that is the anterior descending artery, and then the circumflex artery right here. And then over here we have our right coronary artery, which turns into the marginal artery. And then we have our posterior descending artery. Then we put this back on. So our vessels, so this is the base of the heart and this is the apex of the heart. So we're gonna have our pulmonary trunk and our pulmonary arteries that come off the base, as well as the ascending aorta, the aortic arch, and the descending aorta. And then off that is going to be the brachiocephalic artery, which goes to the right common carotid and the right subclavian. And then we have our left common carotid and our left subclavian arteries. We have our superior vena cava and our inferior vena cava. And then back on the back, these are both your pulmonary veins. Then if we open up and go on to the inside, okay, well, that's fine. Okay, so we have our right atrium, which goes through the tricuspid valve into your right ventricle. We're gonna have our papillary muscles right here. This is, our tricuspid valve, and then our chordae tendineae comes off of that. And then underneath is gonna be your trabeculae carneae. This is the interventricular septum. Over here is our left ventricle, and our left atrium is right here. And this is our bicuspid valve. And then right up in here is gonna be your pulmonary semilunar valves. And then your right up in here is gonna be your aortic semilunar valves. And I am forgetting something on the front. Right here is your ligamentum arteriosum. And then this right in here is your fossa ovalis. And that's the heart. This is the interventricular sulcus, and then this is the coronary sulcus. Okay, so this is the heart, and I'm going to be showing the pathway of a red blood cell. So the red blood cell is going to enter either through the superior vena cava or the inferior vena cava. Then it's going to go through into the right atrium, through the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle. Then it's going to go up through the pulmonary semilunar valves, through the pulmonary trunk, and out into the lungs, where it's going to get oxygenated. Then the blood is going to come back in and enter through the pulmonary veins. It's going to go into the left atrium and through the bicuspid valve, and then into the left ventricle. And then it's going to go through the aortic semilunar valves, through the ascending aorta, the aortic arch, the descending aorta. Then it's going to go through the thoracic aorta, the abdominal aorta, and then circulation throughout the body.